First reading. A reading from the second book of Samuel, chapter 1, verses 1 to 4, 11 to 12, 19, 23 to 27. Saul was dead, and David, returning after his victory over the Amalekites, had been at Ziklag for 2 days. On the third day, a man arrived from Saul's camp with his clothes torn and earth on his head. When he came to David, he fell to the ground and prostrated himself. David asked him, "Where have you come from?" "I have escaped from the Israelite camp," he said. David said, "What has happened? Tell me." He replied, "The people fled from the battle, and many of them have fallen and are dead. Saul and his son Jonathan are dead too." David then took hold of his clothes and tore them, and all the men with him did the same. They mourned and wept and fasted until the evening for Saul and his son Jonathan, for the people of Yahweh, and for the house of Israel, because they had fallen by the sword. Does the splendor of Israel lie dead on your heights? How did the heroes fall? Saul and Jonathan, beloved and handsome, were divided neither in life nor in death. Swifter than eagles were they, stronger than lions. O daughters of Israel, weep for Saul, who gave you scarlet and fine linen to wear, who pinned golden jewelry on your dresses. How did the heroes fall in the thick of the battle? Jonathan, by your dying, I too am stricken. I am desolate for you. Jonathan, my brother, very dear you were to me, your love more wonderful to me than the love of a woman. How did the heroes fall and the weapons of war succumbed? This is the word of Lord. Thanks be to God. A reading from the Gospel according to Mark, chapter 3, verses 20 to 21. He went home again, and once more such a crowd collected that they could not even have a meal. When his relations heard of this, they set out to take charge of him. They said, "He is out of his mind."